trading Forex, EURUSD, price action trading, MT4 indicators. Let's look at the charts. Yep, let's get straight into it. Here on the price action chart here for the EURUSD, we said that this line here represented a key area. This blue rectangle here represents the start of the week. And last week we said we wanted it to come kind of up to the line here or thereabouts and then drop away. And that's kind of what it did look. It nearly came up to the line here and then fell away. Later on in the week, it burst through the line, came back to the area and then moved up. Now what do we see? Well, you'll notice here that it's recently broken back under this key area that I plotted last week. It broke through this area, pinged back up and touched it, and now it's fallen away already. So what would we like to see happen on the EURUSD with price action for next week? Well, again, it would be quite nice next week if it came up to retest on or around this area and then for price to continue downwards. That's what I personally would like to see. If price comes up to this area, you'll notice that we've already kind of missed one opportunity, but this happened late today. It's Friday the 22nd of April 2022, and it's already retested this area and dropped away. But next week we'd like to see it do something similar, where it comes up maybe with a long wick like this one here. Maybe it'll do it again, or it will stall around this area. And if you see price stall, or even do kind of like a quick double top and touch or stall around this area, then we'd like to see price fall away. I'm basing that purely on the fact that this key area that I plotted last week is still being respected. It was respected this week in that it bounced up and near it, couldn't break it, but when it did, it respected it as a support and bounced off it a couple of times before breaking through. And then of course it's respected it again as a resistance and dropping away again. So it's a real key area. And I just want to show you why I plotted this as a key area. I jumped onto the weekly time frame, and I said last week that there was a cluster here of candles, and I like to pick roughly the middle and plot a line through it and follow the line along to see both ways really whether price has respected it or not. And you'll see here that it's touched it and fallen away, touched it and fallen away, and the opposite where it touched it and bounced upwards many times. And so it's definitely a key area to keep an eye on. And that's why I took this area from a weekly perspective and then dropped down here to a 1 hour chart. So that's why I plotted this key area, and that's what I would like to see happen if we see price stall on or around this area next week. So moving over to our indicator chart, again you see this blue rectangle here. This represents where the week started, and last week we said that we would like to see price move up and drop away. Well, we did see price move up. Look, we wanted it to go up roughly to this area here, our multi-time frame moving average, and that's exactly what it did do before dropping away earlier this week. But we had a couple of signals. We had a buy signal on Wednesday, which we didn't take because price is underneath our multi-time frame moving average. We were only looking to sell, and this buy signal was obviously ignored. And then literally just a few hours ago we had an opportunity to sell. Now in actual fact here there's an opportunity here for a 40 pip stop loss. I missed it, but price has come back up. So what we'll do some live trading. We will now sell, and we will drag our stop loss just up here. That's around a 40 pip stop loss. So here we have our risk to reward box. We'll just pull this up on the screen for you to see. We're going to just put it here, and you can see that we're going to risk around 40 pips, and we're going to set our take profit at around 80, so a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. And you notice that we took this because I have a maximum stop loss rule of no more than 50 pips, and this is set to 40, so it's within our parameters. Price is below the multi-time frame moving average, and although it's late on a Friday, the markets are soon to close. I'm not worried about holding this trade over the weekend. We've already set our stop loss and our take profits, so everything is in place. And there you go, a live trade right here on Old Man Wisdom. on the Euro USD. So next week I'll obviously give you an update on whether this trade panned out or not. This indicator, the 1 hour power, is a non-repainting MT4 indicator. We actually haven't had many valid trades for the last few weeks. This one clearly is a valid trade, so I'm happy to take it. Next week, of course, what would we like to see here with our indicator? Well, we'd like to see this trade pan out. We want price to come down here. And of course, if you've missed this trade, that's no problem. What we would like to see once we've hit take profit is we would like price to come back up somewhere around here. Multi-time frame moving average will slowly slope down as price descends, and we'd like to see price move up slightly towards this multi-time frame moving average, so that the MACD will come back up towards the 0 line, so that it can then drop away and give us another buy signal next week. So we'd like price to remain underneath this multi-time frame moving average. This is actually taken from the 1-day chart. It's a 20 simple moving average, but it's plotted on the 1 hour chart. So if you was to go to the daily chart right now, you would see that price is underneath the 20 simple moving average. This indicator just means that I don't have to keep flip-flopping between the daily chart and the 1 hour chart. We'd like to see obviously our trade hit take profit, and then price move back up before moving back down again and giving us a signal here based on the MACD. And so there you go. Live Forex trading, price action, MT4 indicators. What more can you want? I'll give you all an update next week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and come back next week to see how this live trade progresses. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Everybody take care, and I'll speak to you very soon.